This is a test with my new GoPro HERO 8 black camera. Not that I want to use it for bike videos going forward, but you know, I thought I'll have it, and I just see how it compares. Really, it's same settings as the GoPro HERO 5 that I'm usually using for my bike videos, and I have two of those, so I will keep using that because I think it works quite well. But the 8, that was the idea to use it for the interviews on a selfie stick, and I've done some tests around that, and the motion stabilization is absolutely magnificent. It works really, really well. Other than that, I don't think there's many other improvements compared to the 5. They've introduced a new video compression codec in the 6, which is the one that the HEVC, that's the one that uses up half the amount of storage space. And compared to the H.264 codec, which uses, well, as much as it uses really, but half the amount of file sizes means quicker transfer times when it comes to editing. It means larger recording amounts on the same memory cards, and of course it means we no longer run into the limit of a data rate when we want to record something that's something along the lines of maybe 100 megabits a second. Then we won't be able to write data down as fast as we want on a regular SD card. Speaking of SD cards, very exciting news. I've just around Black Friday, I always get these offers from Amazon, and I believe SanDisk make a micro SD card now with 1 terabyte in size. Was it 1 terabyte? I think it was 1 terabyte, and that's unbelievably huge compared to the size of what this thing looks like. I mean, it's as small as my little fingernail, really. That's the size, and it's a terabyte of storage fits on there. That's unbelievable. They are running into this thing that soon there'll be one atom that can store 1 bit of data, I guess, and then, but how are you going to make it any smaller than that? So yeah, compression algorithms, better compression algorithms at the same quality are probably a step in the right direction there. So yes, but that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I just, you know, freewheeling thoughts. That's sometimes what just comes out of my head. Not really wanting for that to happen. So one of those things. So first of all, I have a cold. I didn't sleep very well. I have a cold that came on, I believe, after my last 3D Shenanigans stream. During the stream I kind of noticed it, and after the stream I've noticed that I've got kind of swollen glands and all that. So a bit of paracetamol works wonders there, or Tylenol / acetaminophen. It goes by so many names, but it's this wonder drug that you shiver and you feel terrible, and then half an hour later you feel great again. I don't know how that works. I'd love to explore that a little bit more and see how it actually does what it does. And is it just something that gets the body into some kind of a pretend you feel better state, or does it actually cure stuff? I mean, I don't know. For me it works absolute wonders, much like aspirin. That's another wonder drug in my book, really. So but that's also really not what I wanted to talk about. Some health related things I did want to talk about is that I have spent quite some time on editing the footage from this year's oncology symposium that was in April. I'm kind of in the process of doing that, but it's kind of a larger project. So just to give you a little overview there, when I finished writing my book, Broken Bowels: Tales of a Super Survivor, I wanted to have a website that was more like a site that would bring all my cancer related projects together. And at the time I made a separate YouTube channel. I just created it, never did anything with it, but my plan was always to put the cancer related stuff on a separate channel without a bigger plan as to what that would entail. And so that was the book, created the channel, made the website. That was all cool. And then I rushed out the website, used the Divi theme from Elegant Themes to make that happen, and it kind of served the purpose. Never really finished all the deep links that were on the site, but it was always my intention to do that. And like, you know, one thing leads to another, life kind of sidetracks you, and there you go. So it's not half finished, it's kind of almost finished, and it serves a purpose. And then Karen asked me, could I be the tech guy and cover the oncology symposium this year in April? And I thought, yeah, of course I can do that, and maybe I'll live stream it as well. And I did that on my main channel, and the full stream is there, 7.5 hours long stream, very good stream. But of course there's a lot of information in these presentations. And my intention was always to break them up into smaller videos and turn them into podcast feeds as well, that people can listen to this new information. That was the idea behind it. And I got sidetracked with game streams and 3D streams and other projects and my day job, of course. And so just now, over the last few days, I've finally embarked on this larger project, which entails it needs a little restructure of the website. It needs a little bit of a branding, something that's recognizable. It needs video bumpers. It needs YouTube channel art. And this has all come together because Karen was asking me, could I be the tech guy, the AV guy, again at this year's or next year's oncology symposium, which is also in April 2020. And that's about 5 months away from the time I'm recording this now, 4.5 months away. And time doesn't stand still. And I thought, this is great, and my mind is currently in that space that I thought, yeah, let me just go and put some bumpers together, some ideas for title sequences. And you know, it went okay. I used the Adobe Premiere Pro motion template, and I thought, yeah, that'll do. That's enough. Thinking it'll take maybe an hour or two. Of course, it didn't. Took more like half a day, as it does. And now I've got some kind of a branding that I can use, at least for the bumpers. And I've also decided to incorporate the WP Guru logo at the front. So that's something kind of creatively very interesting that came out of this, that I thought, now that I have more than one YouTube channel, I need kind of an overall branding as well as specialized brandings for each channel. So it's a bit like when Netflix or Amazon. Oh, that's interesting. GoPro just switched itself off and cut off my video. I'm not sure if the previous clip has been recorded. If it has, great. If not, well, that's a shame. And it happened because the new construction means that in order to connect the audio adapter, I have to take the complete door off, and the new GoPro only has one door that keeps the battery as well as the memory card and everything else in place, and also exposes the port that I need in order to connect this thing. And taking the whole door off means the battery kind of just sits there. So that means if I go over a bump or something, the battery might just lose the connection, can't supply the GoPro with power anymore, and as a result the video file just gets corrupt. So that's obviously panned. So interesting observation there. GoPro 8 cannot actually be used for anything that uses the external microphone adapter. Feel a new video coming on there as a little follow-up of my other one. I was talking about WP Guru branding and other brandings. So just to finish this before I have to start my shift here, I've decided to use this WP Guru logo at the beginning, and then we cut to whatever the next stream is or the next video is on whatever channel that might be. So haha, very cool. But the rest of it I will tell you on my way back. So kind of part 2 of the whole cancer channel, super survivor channel, new YouTube channel with cancer related videos on there, and whole site rebranding coming up after the break.